I am Marva.
And I'm Ashley.
And we're the Traveling Tailors. We are in Cambodia again, another day, and we are at Angkor Wat Temple.
Yes.
Angkor Wat is actually located in Siem Reap. It is the largest religious monument in the world, covering over 402 acres.
It's huge.
Right. So Angkor Wat actually is a Hindu-Buddhist temple complex. You know, it was dedicated originally to the Hindu god Vishnu. And if you looked at our other video, we talked about Vishnu. Vishnu is actually the Hindu god. He is the protector and preserver of the universe. But Angkor Wat, according to Guinness World Book of Records, it is the largest temple in the world. It was originally built by the Khmer king Suryavarman II in the early 12th century as his state temple, and it was also his mausoleum.
Yeah, so there's so much history in this temple, just like all the other temples that we have kind of experienced in this trip in Cambodia. And so this is just similar to another temple that we visited as it transitioned to Buddhism, which I always think is so interesting to see religious centers transition essentially their religion throughout history. The architecture is so fabulous here. I mean, everything has a meaning behind it. Everything is symbolic. The design itself is such a symbolic design.
The temple is actually known for the impressive architecture, which symbolizes the mythical Mount Meru, which is the center of the universe in Hindu and Buddhist cosmology. The central tower of the temple is surrounded by four smaller towers, symbolizing the mountains surrounding the mountain ranges, Mount Meru. What is really interesting is, considering this temple was built back in the 12th century, the carvings on the temple, the bas relief type carvings, it actually depicts scenes from Hindu mythology, including the famous churning of the ocean of milk, which illustrates the cosmic battle between gods and demons. You know, the level of detail in these carvings is just amazing, and it's really just a testament to the artistic skill of the Khmer craftsmen at the time.
Yeah, the construction techniques also are really good and solid. I mean, it was built primarily of sandstone. Angkor Wat showcases advanced engineering techniques of the time, including sophisticated, drainage systems and the use of structural support. And so Angkor Wat is really a national symbol. I mean, it's really symbolizes Cambodia's cultural identity and national pride. I mean, it's featured on the country's flag itself, and it represents the rich history of the Khmer Empire. It's also important for religious reasons as well. Like, as an active Buddhist temple, Angkor Wat continues to be a significant spiritual site for Cambodians and, other people, as a place of pilgrimage where ceremonies and rituals continue to take place to this very day. And so visitors can really just explore the vast grounds, including the outer galleries, the central sanctuary, and the iconic reflecting pools that provide stunning views of the temple. I mean, so many people were there and they were taking so many photos of, the pools reflecting the temple. It was really interesting to see. But while they were taking pictures, I was being enlightened. And so I was able to touch the ficus tree and get enlightenment. And I swear I was a little enlightened. I don't know if it lasted very long, but for a brief moment, I was enlightened.
Yeah, and the whole importance of the Enlightenment, apparently how Buddhism started, this is what we were told. Is Buddha was very disillusioned with all the death and dying, and he just went off on his own and stayed under a ficus tree and for I don't know how long, and he became enlightened. And so hence the reason we have the reverence for the ficus tree. So you can't really touch them, you can't pick up the leaves from the ground. It's very the religious significance of it is very important. The great thing too about Angkor Wat, as large as it is, and I can't even tell you guys when is the best time to visit. Sure, early mornings would be great, but the sunrise, at Angkor Wat,
and the sunset,
it's a must see. The sunrise, when you see the first rays of the sun that illuminating the temple, and it reflects on the water. I mean, it's breathtaking.
Yeah, it really is. So those I would feel like would be the best times to go, especially if you're into that. But no, there will be, lots of people. It's also a religious site, so definitely dress modestly, right? Have respect for the culture and the people there. And so if you want more detail on the dress code, you should definitely visit our blog, and on our website, we talk about that there. And so Angkor Wat is not only an architectural wonder, but also a cultural treasure that offers insights into Cambodia's history and spirituality. So its grandeur, beauty, and intricate craftsmanship make it one of the most awe-inspiring sites in the world. And so it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is really important that we still get to visit that.
Oh, and speaking of visiting, it does cost. There is a slight cost to visit Angkor Wat. When we were there, it was $37 per day, or you can get a 2 or 3 day pass for $62. Or if you wanted a 1 week pass, you can pay, I think, $72.
Yeah.
So there is a cost to visit.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's worth it. It is so worth it.
It is worth it. And keep in mind, costs do change as the years go on. So make sure to visit their website or speak to your tour guide to get the most updated costs. But with that being said, we're the Traveling Tailors. We travel all over the world. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next country.